Today you're going to get the last two formulas to do volume and surface area. This is of a sphere. Sphere is kind of its own thing, which is why we make it on a separate day. All right, the formula for the surface area of a sphere is 4 times pi times radius squared. 4 pi r squared. Alrighty, once you got the information, you just do the math. Let's see. The radius is 8.8 millimeters. 3.14 for pi. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So we're just doing, I'll do it right here. 4 times 3.14 times 8.8 squared. Okay? Equals, I'm going to do this in 2 steps just so you can see. 4 times 3.114. So it's 1250.56 times 77.44. So you've got 972.6464, and we're going to round to the nearest tenth. 972.6 millimeters squared, surface area of the sphere. So if you're going to wrap that thing, you'd have to get 972.6 millimeters of wrapping paper. Actually, I'd round it up to, I'd get 973 square millimeters of wrapping paper, just to be on the safe side. Now volume, different formula. It is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. All right, 4 over 3 times pi r cubed. Let's do that one. We've got the diameter is 6.6. That means the radius is 3.3. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. Round my answer to the nearest tenth. And this is always good advice. Don't round in between. That will change your answer. If it goes to 4 decimal points, it goes to 4 decimal points. Don't round until the very end. So now we have 4 over 3 times 3.14 times 3.3 cubed. So let's do 4 divided by 3 times 3.14. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm just going to run this whole thing through because we're going to get some really, really long repeating decimals. Okay? 4, 3 times 3.14 times 3.3 cubed. Alrighty, so I got 150.4624, which rounds to 150.5 centimeters cubed. Alrighty, so how did I get that? Well, let's just, I'll back it up a little bit. Put in my calculator, 4 divided by 3 times 3.14. And that got me 4.18667 because it was a repeating decimal. Multiply that times 3.3 cubed times 35.937. Okay? Now there's another way you could do it if you want to. You can put everything in the numerator and multiply it through. What you can do is 4 times 3.14 times 3.3 cubed and divide that whole thing by 3. So if you want to do it that way, it's sometimes a little clearer. 4 times 3.14 times 3.3 cubed. That gives us 451.36872 over 3, which is 150 times, 0.45624. The reason I show you this is because if you plug it all into the calculator, it can be confusing. All right, you got to make sure you got your parentheses in your right place and you've got your multiplication division symbols in the right place because the order of operations makes a difference. That's why I wanted to show you not so much a different way to do it, but maybe a cleaner way to do it. Okay, you can put everything in the numerator and just divide it all by 3. Okay, maybe make it a little bit easier. Let's do the word problem involving volume of a sphere. You can draw a picture if you want to. He must make copper balls that have a radius of 6 inches. So you've got the R is 6, and 3.14 is pi. Do not round. So we've got to, how much copper does it cost to make 1 ball? Alrighty, so we have to find, first of all, they're making solid balls. So we know we need volume. The volume of 1 copper ball. So V equals 4 over 3 times pi times 6 cubed. Okay? So I'm going to do it the way I did up there. 4 times 3.14 times 6 cubed over 3. 4 times 3.14 times 6 cubed. And that is 2712.96. Divide that by 3. So the volume of 1 unit is 904.32 inches cubed. So take that. I need to know how much the copper costs. 904.32 times 0.75 is $678.24. Because that is one humongous piece of copper. Alrighty, again, not too bad. You've got the formulas. You simply plug them in. I'm going to highlight. Let's do this. Highlight the volume formula and highlight sort of the surface area formula for spheres. Now let's go to the next page. Last one. You're going to do the math. You've got Charmaine's company makes solid balls of scrap metal, out of scrap metal. Her current task is to make a batch of aluminum balls, radius of 4.5 inches. Whoops, don't like that one. Radius of 4.5 inches. And she has this much of aluminum. How many balls can she make? 3.14. Don't round. We've got all the important information. V equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Put things in the formula. 4 times 3.14. The radius is 4.5. 4.5 cubed over 3. 4 times 3.14 times 4.5 cubed. That's 1144.53 divided by 3. 381.51 inches cubed. That's the volume of 1 ball. Now she has 76,302 cubic inches of aluminum. So you divide it by the volume of 1. We have 76,302 divided by 200. She can make 200 aluminum balls. As I said before, the formulas aren't complicated. Word problems are simply taking math and putting it into real world situations. Unit 9's done. You've done the surface area of prisms and pyramids. You also learned the difference between a prism and pyramid. You learned about big B bases and faces. You learned how to find lateral area. You learned how to find surface area and volume of cones and cylinders and spheres. You did a lot in only 5 lessons, so good job.